Well, that view doesn't suck. Good morning, everybody. What's up, TikTokers? I'm hanging out in Central Park, checking out the fall colors, and today I find myself at the Great Lawn in Central Park. Yes, got this great lawn, and no one's allowed to hang out on it today. Jesus. For what reason, I don't know. Maybe they give the grass a rest, but there's plenty of grass out there for the people to enjoy the great South Lawn. This is where all those concerts over the years happened. I think if you're a big-time old-timer, but if you're a big-time old-timer, you're not on the Tic-Tac. But I think it was, Simon and Garfunkel filled up this whole damn place. And the stage was probably right about there, and their view would have been midtown Manhattan in the distance. So there you go. Yeah, man, it's very, very peaceful here. People are walking their dogs, and they're all looking over the fence, wondering why they can't go out onto the great South Lawn. And then you got some baseball fields. What do you got? 1, 2, 3. Oh, damn, there's like 5 or 6 baseball fields here. I never played baseball or softball on this. But yeah, man. Got a plane up in the sky. What's up, Handyman 432? I see ya. Good morning to you, sir. I was hoping actually to show you the castle. There's a castle on the other side of this. It's kind of like right about there. I wanted to walk across the Great South Lawn. I had a whole plan for the live stream, and then we dramatically end at the castle in Central Park. Who knew there was a castle in Central Park? But there is. I wanted to sit on this bench over here, but this guy literally, ready? No one. He decides to sit right where I want to sit. There's my scooter. So it made me get up to do the live stream. He could have sat anywhere. But no. That's your backyard? All right. But I hope you're enjoying this amazing live stream from Central Park as we look at Midtown Manhattan. Those buildings are ridiculous. Look how skinny that one is. What the? Because when you build a building in New York, you spend a lot of space on elevators. So how the hell is there living space? Because most buildings, I believe, they got to have like 2 elevators. They got like a service elevator and then one for the people. But that building is really, really skinny. And one of these buildings, I don't know which one. It might be this one. That building, I believe, is the second tallest building in all of New York City. Freedom Tower, tallest building. Then I think it's that one. It's one of these residential buildings. Oh my God, this looks like a picture. It doesn't even look like it's real. Like I just am filming a wall or something. But supposedly there's a residential building that is the second tallest building in New York. And then I think that's the Bloomberg building right there, I think. I don't know. And then you see this. That's where Bono used to live when he was in New York City. If he's still here, I have no idea. I have no idea about any of this stuff. And Michael Douglas. I believe Michael Douglas also lived or lives in this building when he's in New York City. Some people think that's the Dakota. It's not the Dakota. No, no, no. Morning to you. Yeah, right on. Hey, what's up, man? Good to see you. So that's about it. My daily live stream on the TikTok as I explore Central Park in the fall. I think we got another week or two, and then these leaves will all be on the ground. It's marathon weekend here in New York City, so you got a lot of people running and getting ready for the big marathon, which I think is Sunday. So maybe tomorrow we'll do a live stream from the finish line as they as they continue to build that. They build the they build someone's inviting me to something. No, I'm not clicking on an invite. But they spend, I don't know, like 2 weeks getting the finish line all set for the big marathon. And then they get down. I'm not. Turn off invites for this live. I'm inviting me this stuff. After marathon, the marathon's kind of cool. To be honest, it's kind of cool. I'm broadcasting. Rude and rude. Did you guys hear that? That was very loud. After marathon, no, man. This time of year is very, very festive in New York City. It's kind of cool. You got people from all over the world. They run the marathon, and then they spend a lot of money locally on the Upper West Side, especially because the marathon ends on 66th Street, I think. 66 or 67. And Central Park West. That's where the marathon ends. And then everyone heads to the bars and the restaurants. Like my buddy Matt from Gephardt's. He will have a damn good Sunday because the marathon's in town. Shut down the city for some mopes to run around. That's why you hate the marathon. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. I do. I guess because I've lived near the finish line for pretty much my whole time living in New York City. So I kind of like it. But I don't like the people that just walk the whole thing and then they're like, oh, you accomplished something. No, you didn't. Anyone can walk 26 miles. I think if you stop, as soon as you stop running, there should be an official that yanks you off the course and just says, you lose. You stopped running this thing. And then you got the people. Then you got the people that there's a whole thing now. It used to be casual. Back in the day, they used to give a lot of attention to the last person to finish the New York City Marathon, and it would be like 10, 12 hours later. It would be dark. The officials would want to be they just wanted to go home, and they're breaking down everything, and finally the last person crosses the line, and sometimes they're in crutches or basically crawling on the ground, and then all the media in New York City, they make a big deal about it and do a story on the person. It's like, oh my God. But that was just sort of a casual throwaway thing that they decided to do. Now it's a real thing. There's a whole bunch of people. Their goal is to be the last person to finish the New York City Marathon so they could get all that attention. Yes. Do you like poodles? I hate poodles. Although I kind of like my friend Fish Guy Photos on the TikTok and the Instagram. He's a friend of mine. His name's Chris. He has poodles, and my dog has played with his poodles, and I do like his poodles. They're well behaved. But in general, these poodles that walk around New York City, they got such an attitude about them. So no, I don't like poodles in general. What's up from Houston? Sorry, bro. I got people in Philly, so I'm rooting for the Phillies in the World Series, Houston. I apologize, but what's up back, sir? What about golden doodles? That's what I got. I love my golden doodle, and they're pretty smart, and they don't have the foo-foo look to them like a poodle does. Standard poodles are cool. I know everyone says that, but I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Go Phillies coming in. Yes, me too. Go Phillies. Yeah, a lot of people rooting for the Phillies. I don't know how true it was, but my in-laws sent us something. I think it was on Barstool Sports. I don't know if you know about this Barstool Sports. It's a very, very small organization that focuses on sports. But I guess after those 2 homers in game 3? Supposedly, like, I don't know, there was like earthquake activity in the Philly area, and they're contributing that to the fact that everyone went nuts after those 2 homers. Maybe it wasn't real. Maybe it was some kind of deep fake. But I believe it, because I've been down to Philly enough to know that they go nuts for their sports teams. People are sending me likes. Thank you. I don't even know how this live stream works on TikTok. There's like stars, daily life, daily ranking, some kind of bullseye board. I don't know any of this stuff. Now there's an upside down tomato. Like, what's going on with this live stream? They don't explain it to you because they just want the young kids to do this. If you're a bit on the older side, now there's a hot dog with mustard. What the hell does that mean? Now there's stars. Subscription stars. Now there's a let's goal. What's a let's goal mean? Another dartboard. The upside down tomatoes back. I don't know what any of this means. Tips for going live. Well, I can't click on the tips for going live while I'm live. Tim McConnell's laughing at me. He knows. This weekend, 76 in Buffalo. Damn. Yeah, man, I should be at the fucking ocean fishing today. What the hell's wrong with me? Oh, look at this. The tourists don't face their camera this way that often. Although that's a beautiful tree. Hi, tree. Why would you face your camera this way when you could face your camera this way? Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Foodies Hour, November 4th through the 10th. What does that mean? Tic-tac. Could you explain some of these things? Could you explain the upside down tomato? Could you explain the hot dog with the mustard? Could you explain the bullseye board or the dart board? Please. Then maybe I would live stream more on this damn thing. Am I supposed to be clicking on any of this stuff? Is there something to fish? Scott Bacon 5. You're obviously not from the New York City area. There's a beautiful doggy. Hi, doggy. Oh, that's not good. Did you see that? Guy ran by and grabbed his chest. That wasn't good. Is there something to fish? Well, I'm in New York City, obviously. I go out to almost Montauk. Got a little beach house out there. And this time of year, it's the fall run, sir. There's a ton of striped bass moving through, and you could catch a whole bunch. Yes. Within another week, 2 weeks, sometimes you could squeeze it to Thanksgiving. But after Thanksgiving, let's say, the fishing is just non-existent because they all move, I guess, to deeper water where the water's warmer. I don't know. You would think I would have some fishing knowledge, considering I consider myself a fisherman. But yeah, there's a lot of action right now on Long Island, on the shore of the ocean. Is there a lake in the park? Yes, there's a lake, sir. There's a lake. Well, I don't know if you would call it a lake. There's a reservoir. There's little ponds. There's little streams. Oh, and I got something. Here's a tease for maybe a future tic-tac. There's an actual waterfall. Yes. And most of these farmers, we call the tourists farmers. Most of these farmers have no idea that there's a waterfall in the middle of Central Park. So maybe I'll take you there tomorrow. Oh my God, there's something to look forward to. Ever night fish? Kind of. Long Island, that's cool. Right on. We've kind of night fished, but I want to go all in. Like, set up the lights and a fire. But in general, not really. A little bit. Because, like, the action was so nice that we stayed out and after the sun went down. So, you know what I mean? It's not like dark, but pretty dark. But I definitely want to set up and do like a, I don't know, 10 o'clock at night fishing thing for 2 or 3 hours with a nice beach fire. I think that would be amazing. There's a waterfall there. That will be beautiful. All right, well, put on your notifications, and if I have time tomorrow, I'll take you to the waterfall in the middle of Central Park. And I swear to you that definitely most tourists have no idea. Oh, I'm getting notifications. And I believe most New Yorkers have no idea. Back in the day, like when I was doing a lot of inline skating and biking and running in this park, I've explored pretty much every inch of this park. I could show you some crazy ass shit. Absolutely. All right. Wicked nice. Yeah, that's a nice view, right? Hell yeah. Taking in the scenery. Good morning, ma'am. I don't know if you're from an... Oh, look at the fall colors over here. My God, I need some apple cider. Beautiful. Thanks for all the likes. My God. I was waiting for her to be further away because she's very suspicious, but I filmed that lady because I wanted to tell you a little something about New York City. I don't know if this happens in your area, but no stomping on anyone's cake, Ope. That old gag. People have kids that live in New York City, but they don't really want to raise their kids, or they just can't because it's such a hustle. This city's such a hustle. You never get caught up. You're always trying to make more and more money because this city will just wring out your last dollar from your pockets. Everything goes up, the taxes and everything else. So you got a lot of people that are career motivated, but you also got a lot of people that just need high-paying jobs just to survive. I've told you, you can't even get a one-bedroom apartment in New York for less than, ready for this, $1.5 million. That's the going rate for a one-bedroom apartment in New York City. And then if you have a couple of kids, now you need 2 bedrooms, maybe 3. Now you're talking $4, $5, $6 million for a place that's still tiny. Long story short, so people do have kids, but a lot of them don't want to raise their kids, or they don't have the time to raise their kids. So more times than not, when you're walking around New York City, you will see white kids with black nannies, and a lot of Jamaicans. A lot of New Yorkers are being raised by Jamaicans. And I was lucky with my job when I was having our kids. I would go to the parks during the day because I had that type of life, and I would sit there with the Jamaican nannies, just laughing and laughing and laughing as our white kids would play together. And that's the reality of having kids in New York City. See what you learn when you check out my live TikTok. Just amazing views, messing with the people, giving you some fun facts. You learned today that there was a waterfall in Central Park. Who knew? Hope you're killing it. Who are you, bro? Gonna sit on my goddamn bench now that guy left. Sit down here for a second. There's my famous scooter. I say famous because I pretty much broke my neck on it. The handle, the base right down there broke while I was going, I don't know, 15, 18 miles an hour. Went flying and tumbling. My whole scooter broke apart because it was cheaply made with a very cheap screw. They used the cheap screw so you could fold the thing up and bring it into work, but I don't work. And then I went to my bike shop and he goes, this thing will never break again, but it's as stiff as a board. Oh my God. It's as stiff as Michael Jackson at a Toys R Us. I don't know. That's a dumb old reference. Oh, the upside down tomatoes back. Could someone explain this Tic Tac stuff to me? Please. Just explain it. Sit on the bench and feed the birds like an old man. I'm getting close to wanting to feed birds. My white nanny was no fun. No, man. I don't know if you're making fun or not, but the fun is with the black nannies and babysitters at the parks. They were awesome. Every day. I'll give you another fun fact. Every day, that's how they get the dead bodies out of Central Park. They don't want you to know about it, but they collect all the dead bodies and they make believe it's garbage. These guys are definitely from, like, I don't know, some Danish country. Yeah, they're Norwegian. They don't know what to do with themselves unless they have a bicycle. That joke was risky? Yeah, it was a risky joke. It was a dumb joke. I understand. Hi, Hope I miss you. Where are you these days? What's your podcast name? Are you serious? I've been podcasting for years at this point. It's the Opieradio podcast. And I also do a live stream every morning, like a traditional sit-down live stream on my Facebook, which is Opieradio Fans, and on my YouTube channel, which is Opieradio. Okay? But I'm going to start adding the tic-tac as soon as I figure out what all this stuff is. Tips for going live. I guess they don't like what I'm doing with my live stream. They keep wanting me to click on the tips for live streaming. And then there's a buns, like a hot dog. Tic-tac. You need a basic. This is what you need, the tic-tac. You need a basic place where we could go and you could explain the upside down tomato and the dartboard and the hot dog with the mustard and the stars and the gifts and the presents, because I don't know what any of it means, and it just makes me not want to live stream because I feel like I'm missing out on all sorts of goodness. Do you ever miss the O&A show? Not in the least. Oh my God, look at this. Another artistic shot for the kid. Sometimes you just, like, you know, fall into artistic shots. All right, the blood's rushing to my head. I gotta do this again. All right, we got a match here. Every once in a while, you will see a match. That matches up fine. Jesus. All right, I got to go get my teeth did. Oh, I feel bad for them, man. I feel bad for the ladies. That's the ladies. Yes, I that wasn't a slip. I feel bad for the ladies that will be cleaning my teeth within the hour. Sorry. Did you floss? Yeah, I floss every night. Spectacular view, bro. Thanks, John. I hope the quality's good. Tell you the truth, what I wanted to do, and this is probably a little too inside for the Tic-Tac audience, but I have a friend who's no longer with us, Vic Henley. He was a great stand-up comedian. He toured with Foxworthy and who else? Ron White. I'm trying to think of the others. Kathleen Madigan, and he was good on his own as well. He left us way too soon. I don't even think he made it to 60 years old. Here's some marathon runners getting a nice picture before they run the race on Sunday. Yeah, he died during COVID. And there's a bench dedicated to him. That's why I came here, to be honest with you. I think the bench is over. Of course they're running the marathon. Look at them. Sorry. But if you're going to be loud, I'm going to be part of your conversation. That's always been my motto. All right, but I think the bench, it's either this backstop or that backstop. I always get it messed up. But I think it's that backstop. There's a bench dedicated to our friend Vic Henley. One last look at the view. Done enough damage here. What's the temperature? It's I didn't expect it to be this warm because I would love to be on a beach right now fishing. It's about I would say it's at least 70. Seriously, I think it's at least 70 degrees today. All right, guys, this was fun. I'm gonna start doing the live Tic-Tac on a very regular basis. I think I'll live stream in the morning with my traditional sit down where I babble into a camera. And then, then maybe do another live stream just wandering around the city. I think that could be fun. Tim McConnell, peace to you, brother. Thanks for all you do. If you're on the Tic Tac, follow my friend TMac2227. He's a good egg. John thanking me for this. Right on. A lot of people joining, but sorry, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Let's see if we got a match. No match. The kid was white as snow in there. Jesus. Brother man. All right, I gotta go. I gotta click on tips for going live, so maybe I can pump this stuff up. Make sure you got a really good framed shot. And if you put your face on camera, that tends to get more viewers. It's all about content. If you just turn this on and babble and make the people think that something crazy might happen, then they're gonna watch. That's what I know. All right, guys, I gotta go get my teeth did, and I do have a podcast. Screw it. It's called Opieradio. Subscribe, download an episode or two, give me the 5 stars, even if you don't like it, or I just won't live stream anymore. Okay? Hey, Lost Dwarf, how are you, sir? I end on you. Have a good day, guys. Goodbye.